Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wayne Gaming. It's Sunny Mountain Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, June's Path. So let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. I think you're worrying too much. We should be fine so long as the five of us are together. I agree. That's all I want for my birthday, really. I'm already going to have to deal with my family's gaudy celebration today. I just want something low-key that I can actually enjoy. We could go out for karaoke after. I remember you really enjoyed the last time we did, Keisuke-san. That could work, yeah. And here I was worrying all this time about wanting to make it extra special. I appreciate the sentiment, Mizuguchi-san, I really do. My entire life is already over the top. Well, everything. I want to kick back and relax a little. Geez, fine, if you put it that way, then I can't argue about it. Oh, I'm sure you can. It's just better if you don't. What's that supposed to mean? I wonder. Keiken places a hand on his mouth, trying to cover up his laughter, his shoulders shaking up and down with the sound. Don't laugh! Poor Saya-chan. Poor Mizuguchi-san. Poor Stop repeating after each other! Saya thrashes and rages on her seat, whimpering and groaning along an assortment of other sounds I can't really describe. Does this mean we're all in agreement over our plans for Sunday? Yeah! Sounds good to me, yeah. Me too. The four of us turn to look at Saya once she's settled down in her seat, expecting an answer from her. What about you, Saya-chan? She squirms and fidgets, avoiding our eyes and biting her lip. Peer pressure, fine. I guess we can go with that plan. The great evil has been vanquished. The land has been saved! Who are you calling a great evil? Despite minor setbacks, the moon continues to improve at our table until eventually all of us are laughing and chatting excitedly together. Almost like things haven't been weird and awkward at all for the past few weeks. Feels really good to be back to normality again. A few hours later. Finally. Classes are finally done for the day. I feel like it would never end. God, when you commit yourself to paying attention to everything, time really feels like it chugs along more than usual. And my head hurts from concentrating for so long. I'm really not used to doing this anymore. It's finally over! At least there's someone else that shares my sentiment right here. You doing alright there? Yeah, I'm just tired. I'll bet. You just got back after being ill, too. Yeah. Do let me know if you're feeling weak or sick again. I'm fine. You really have to stop worrying so much. It's annoying. I'm sorry for caring. And how can you even say something like that with a smile on your face? I'm gonna head for the music room now and practice a bit. I haven't been allowed to touch a piano all week. I'm feeling really antsy by now. Yeah, I can definitely imagine. Just make sure you don't overexert yourself, okay? What did I just say about worrying too much? Am I not even allowed this? Alright, I'll stop commenting on it. Sheesh, you don't have to look at me like that. You don't just get to laugh it off either. I should get going though. I'm really raring to play right now. There. Okay, I'll come pick you up tomorrow for a little thing, alright? Yeah! Wait, when were we supposed to meet again? Seriously? 2 p.m. I just asked you about it and everything. That's true. How can you forget something like that? It's written down for you. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, Yuichi-san. Good luck on your practice today. Same goes to you. Enjoy playing the piano again. I will. Well, I suppose there's nothing for me to do other than prepare myself for tomorrow. For good or bad, that's the deadline I set for myself to come to a decision. But for now, I have to practice. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I have a really good feeling about it. June 17th, Saturday. The smell of sautéed onions tickles my nose while I stir the skillet, slowly drizzling in some sauce. I was going just a little bit insane this morning, watching the clock tick and waiting for the appropriate time for me to leave the house. It got to a point that was so unbearable I just had to find something else to distract me before I went insane. So I got started on lunch about an hour early and decided to meal prep for enough for a few days. At least Aki and I will have food to take to school on Monday. Are you sure you're feeling okay? Aki had been probing me with questions since I got started, telling me just how weird I was acting and yada yada yada. Can't someone start making lunch at 9 a.m. without getting the third degree? Sheesh. For what feels like the 5th time, yes, I'm okay. That was only the 3rd time I asked, though. Why are you even asking me the same question 3 times in a row? Why have you been cooking while sighing every couple seconds? What? I haven't been sighing. Mm-hmm. And I'm the Queen of England. Haven't been sighing? I didn't notice that. You've also been tapping your foot a lot. You usually only do that when you're feeling antsy. Just how close of an eye do you keep on me? I've got to get my blackmail material from somewhere. Yeesh, that sounded incredibly ominous. I swear I just felt my skin crawl. Are you really that nervous about going out to meet June-san? I'm fine. Will you stop friggin' asking me questions already? Sure, by the way though, Mr. Fine. What? Your sauce is burning. Oh shit! Hot, 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 hot! I quickly poured down the water that I'd forgotten to add in an attempt to save up, immediately creating a wave of steam that rose up to hit my voice. Hurting my eyes. Rose up to hit my face, you mean, hurting my eyes. What I was left with was a pile of burnt onions and soy sauce stuck to the skillet. Good job! Shut up! Just go get a trash bag. At least it was just some onions. Those were the last ones we had in the fridge. I need to go out to buy more. Then just cook without the onions. I guess I'll have to. Sorry, I burned them. Why are you apologizing to me? I don't know. I guess it's true that sassy little runts don't deserve any apologies. Thank God I started this early. At least I have time to fix this. Can you watch the skillet for me while I work on prepping some stuff? Sure. Aki quickly hops down from his seat by the counter, grabbing the hot skillet and running it under some warm soapy water. I get to work on roughly chopping some vegetables so I can roast them along with the salmon I'm preparing. You don't have to make this much food, you know. What do you even need that sauce for? I was supposed to use it to brush the salmon before serving. Have you ever realized that the more stressed you are, the more complicated the meals you cook get? Yes. Cooking is one of the few things I enjoy doing to relax. Give me a break. Besides, I've never seen you complain about me going out of my way to cook something extra fancy. I guess I could substitute the onions for some minced garlic. I need to add a little sugar to get that sweetness I'd usually come from the onions, though. You're basically speaking Greek to me. You could always learn to cook, too. I'd be willing to teach you. Pass. You're gonna need to learn how to do it eventually, you know. Nah, I'll just order out. I really hope you end up getting a job that makes a lot of money, then, because that sounds unsustainable. By the way, what are you two going to be doing today, anyway? Having sex. No. Oh, I'm taking June to I'm taking June to the theater. There's a local orchestra playing tonight. Apparently, they're pretty good for an unknown group. It sounds like that sort of thing he'd like. Right? It starts at 5 p.m., so I was thinking of us going around town for a little bit and killing time together. I know he likes sweets, so I was thinking of taking him to a bakery. Wow, you thought of it all based on the things he likes, huh? Yeah, that's what you usually do on a day as special as this. Aki's eyebrow twitches, the smile vanishing from his face completely. Oh, and how come today is such a special day? Well, we're celebrating both of us doing well in his tests, after all. Can you believe his lowest grade was an 82? I sure can't. Uh-huh. Then how come you're not going out with the others too, since I'm sure they also did really well? Well, you know, Jim was the only one running a risk of failing, so it makes sense that I'm treating him. You're allowed to call this a date, you know. I already told you that I'm cool with you two being a thing before. Does not compute! That's the judgment is still out on that one. I think you meant still isn't? Something to that effect, yeah. Alright then, you can tell me officially when you're ready. Just make sure you don't end up hurting Jun-san, alright? I'm not taking relationship advice from a fucking 12-year-old. Thank you. You're welcome. Here, I finished washing your pan. Appreciate it. I think my brain is slowly turning to mush. Aki, why do you have to do this to me today of all days? Ah, it's finally here. I'm standing in front of June's house, feeling way too nervous to knock on the door. I tried leaning my back against the wall for a second while I gathered my nerve, but I ended up nearly burning myself. Damn it, Summer, why do you have to arrive so cruelly every year? The brick on the street feels like a friggin' furnace. Time is it? Oh, God. Yep, that'll work. Not to mention the asphalt radiating heat everywhere. I feel like I'm cooking alive. I hate this weather. Here we go. After arguing with myself for damn near 5 whole minutes, I finally knock on the door, waiting patiently for an answer. I wonder if June's parents are home. I know there's a chance his dad is out on shift right now, but I don't know if his mom works weekends. After a minute or two, I finally hear footsteps coming from the other side. Hey there, Yuichi-san! You're here! A tiger appears on the other side of the open door, stuttering and twitching. probably even more nervous than I am. His head is even tinted red for some reason. Somehow seeing him looking like this helps me relax a tiny little bit. June, thank you. I really owe you one. Hey, I'm here to pick you up. Sorry I'm late. It's alright. It's not like I was waiting anxiously on the other side of the door for you to get here. June, you really are an open book. How come it took you so long to open the door if that's the case? I said it wasn't the case! Alright, then hypothetically, if that had been the case, why would you have taken so long to get to the door? I might have hypothetically dropped my key behind the shoe cabinet. June! Okay then, are you ready to go? Do you need to say bye to your parents or anything? Nah, they're both at work right now. It's just me in this house. Alright then, let's get going. Yeah! The two of us walked together through the neighborhood streets, heading to the all-too-familiar site of the downtown train station. As we get closer and closer to it, the amount of people in the streets increases little by little until we're finally surrounded by more bodies than I can count. Man, it really gets busy here on weekends, huh? Oh, right, I forgot. Are you going to be alright? Yeah, I think so. I've been slowly getting better at dealing with the crowds. It's just my old school didn't have all that many students to begin with, and it was in this smaller town a few hours away from Nagoya, so I never had to deal with them back here. Nagoya? Wait, your old school was in the Chubu region? That's far. Not that far. It could have been worse still. But yeah, I lived away from Kanto for 7 years. And Saitama is also a big city on its own, so it's no wonder I'm not used to it anymore. I didn't know about any of that. How come you never said anything? It's not like it was super relevant at any point. I mean, what difference does it make knowing where my old school was? I guess he does have a point in that. I've been slowly getting better acclimated to it, though. I mean, I have to if I want to move to Germany for my college education. Actually, now that you mention it, I do have a question about that. Oh? What is it? You've talked a few times about going to school in Germany, but I don't know any specifics. What kind of school is this in the first place? Oh, I guess that's true. Alright, I'm actually going to pause it right there. I am tired. It's late. I'm going to go kick back, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and I shall see you on the next video. Bye-bye.